Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lion's Den Show. And here's your host, Cody Judy.
Welcome to the Lion's Den Show. I'm your host and your co-host, Cody Judy. Cheers, it's good to be with you. Today is August 8th, 2011, and our show today, entitled Spray the Whole Birther Movement with Cleaner, is aptly named because that is what we're going to do. We're going to hose the birther movement like opening up the car windows and cleaning out the car. And why are we going to do that? We're going to do that because my mama is dying. I am PO'd about that. No, I'm not lying about that. I've been here at the hospital living here just about since June 28th when I rushed my mom into the hospital in ER, and today is August 8th, and in a short 12-day period of time the birther movement seems to have lost its navigational mind and drove off a cliff and landed into a slime pit. I'm PO'd about that because I don't want to do this show right now. I want to be at my mom's bedside right now, but my mom's taught me to tell the truth, so that's what I have to do. I've gotten in trouble for that before. I've taken heat for that before. I'm getting emails now telling me I'm hurting the movement with what I'm saying, but I have to say it. I like the truth. I love the truth because it sets you free. It sets you free. It doesn't chain you down. Now, who am I PO'd at right now? I am PO'd at Dr. Jerome Corsi, author of Where's the Birth Certificate. I'm PO'd at Dean Haskins, who's the chief executive of the Birther Summit. I need to air out my feelings because that'll help me bring my temperature down because I'm hot right now. We have Dr. Jerome Corsi, a leading figure in the birther movement, out there on the Rusty Humphreys show, spouting his mouth that Senator John McCain was born in some military hospital in Panama with two parents who were in the military, and it wasn't the intentions of our forefathers to withhold the natural born citizen clause from people in the military. Well, what a pile of slime that is. With one sentence, Dr. Corsi upends natural laws that govern natural-born citizenship and institutes over them man-made laws in a process called naturalization. This is a fundamental error and a fumbling of the ball. Here it is, Dr. Jerome Corsi.
Well, we have the proof that is absolutely where the American people say, oh yes, this is a forged document. Any day, as the Democratic Party really want to go into the 2012 election with a candidate, Barack Obama, whose father was Kenyan, was a dual citizen at birth, may have forged a birth certificate, and knows, in fact, that he's running and lying in order to stay ahead of the investigation that WorldNet Daily and I are conducting with Where's the Birth Certificate.
And the truth is, before his birth certificate aside, he's still not eligible because of a father that was not a citizen.
And in fact, John McCain, who was born in the Panama Canal Zone, did submit his birth credentials. I cover this very extensively in Where's the Birth Certificate. And the Senate said he had two parents, John McCain, who were born in the United States, and because he was born in the Panama Canal Zone with his family supporting the military, in the military. His father was at the naval base in the Panama Canal. But the founders never meant that to be a disqualification. The usual requirements are two American parents, U.S. citizens, when you're born, and born in the United States. Well, Barack Obama did not submit his birth credentials to Congress. He knew he did not have two U.S. citizen parents at birth, and he could not meet the requirements the Senate set for John McCain.
His name is Dr. Jerome Corsi, one of the great investigative journalists of our time. His book is called Where's the Birth Certificate? The website, jeromecorsi.com.
You know, if that's the case, Dr. Corsi, then the whole of Congress that voted on the action, including Barack Obama, a natural-born citizen, should be all good with you. You have the entire Congress saying so what's the deal? The deal is two American citizens have a kid abroad can have a citizen, but they cannot have a natural-born citizen. If the baby isn't born in the United States, Senator John McCain was not born in a military hospital. He was born in the Panama Hospital in Panama, foreign nation. And Congress naturalized McCain's citizenship with an act specifically for the Panama Canal Zone 11 months after Senator John McCain was born. I have his birth certificate. It's right here. Dr. Corsi has seen his birth certificate. Now, if you start calling the whole world the United States when you just eliminate, then you just eliminate the need for one of those prongs of being a natural-born citizen. And you also eliminated Dr. Jerome Corsi's book, Where's the Birth Certificate? Because it doesn't matter where Obama was born as long as Congress says it's okay. That defies the actual law of nature of when you go home to where you were born, celebrating your first imprint on this planet and your natural fondness for that piece of dirt. Senator John McCain loves Panama because that's where his first imprint was. Don't you think Barack Obama was the first? Don't think Barack Obama was the first domino in the birther movement. No, 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 no. It wasn't. The first domino in this was Senator John McCain. Barack Obama was the second domino. Senate Resolution 511 was passed before Barack Obama became the nominee in 2008 for the Democrat Party. Senator John McCain was the first domino in the subversion of the Constitution. If you're a birther and you tell the truth, you acknowledge that much. But all these birthers, many of them, don't want to acknowledge that. At the same time, they are frustrated with their political candidates for president, all keeping hush-hush about Obama's total disregard for the Constitution. Forgetting the first domino of this whole nightmare was Senator John McCain. Now, I sued Senator John McCain first because I knew he wasn't born in the United States. I did that before he was made the nominee to the Republicans in 2008. I was a candidate for president in 2008, so I had standing. John McCain failed the soil test right off the bat. He may have two citizen parents which fulfilled the first prong, but he failed the second prong. Now, Barack Obama failed the second prong right out the gate. He did not have two parents as citizens regardless of where he was born. Boom! He fails the first prong because you have to have two citizen parents and then be born in the United States. These are the laws of nature. Everyone outside of that is not a natural-born citizen. Every law outside that defies nature. And that was what our forefathers' intent was, Dr. Jerome Corsi, to be harmonized with nature, except for those who were citizens at the time of the adoption of the Constitution. And that is in the Constitution. The more you try to legitimize Senator John McCain as not the first domino, the more you make the birther movement racist. And in doing so, are not serving the birther movement, but you're spreading gasoline on me, and you're spreading gasoline on the birther movement. You're spreading gasoline on your own book. You're burning us all up. I'm on fire because of what you're saying out there. Do you get it? You're just spraying gasoline. Do you like getting burned? I don't like getting burned. Tell the truth. Senator McCain was the first non-natural-born citizen in the 2008 presidential contest to be excused in the non-binding Resolution 511 of the United States Senate. That's the truth. Can you handle it? I'm going to have to get to Mr. Dean Haskins, Executive Director of the Birthers Summit, later, who wants to lead people around in circles in Washington, D.C., but doesn't want to endorse a candidate who sued Senator John McCain and Senator Barack Obama for not being natural-born citizens, simply because I've never been elected before. I guess he thinks that's in the Constitution. You gotta be a congressman or a senator or a governor or a mayor before you can be president, which is totally false. Never mind the fact that no one in those positions within the Republican and Democrat houses were really concerned about Senator John McCain or Senator Barack Obama running enough to call out in an objection. Now, if you don't think that's important, you probably are not really upset, or you don't have any real reason to be upset about the $4 trillion that has been blown away on Obama's watch either. So the leader of the Birthers Summit leads you around in circles in Washington, D.C., just the same way the Tea Party led millions around in circles about spending trillions, and Congress endorses the spending anyway. But you feel good about yourself because you ran around in circles but didn't support a candidate for president who actually did something for the birther movement when the first domino was set up, Senator John McCain. I'm sorry, but I don't think the leader of the Birther Summit really is qualified to lead when he won't endorse a qualified candidate who has been a champion for the birther movement, the birther cause, for which he is leading people around in Washington, D.C. That's the definition of following one in circle and going nowhere. Until next time, I'm Cody Robert Judy. Cowboy up and spur 'em in the gut.